Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to go through how to pick up a new deck, learn the new deck, and hopefully top with the new deck. My big issue is that I'm still very new to a lot of different card interactions, and obviously there's thousands of cards in the game. There's really thousands, and it's hard to know exactly what every single one of them does. But the more you play, the better you get. Just simple as this. So today we're just going to talk about how to pick up a new deck, how to learn it, what steps you should go through. So let's get into it. Learning a new deck. First thing I do is decide on a deck. So do we want a meta deck? What is the meta? What is the current meta? What's going to be good against the current meta? Do you want to play combos? Do you want to play a lot of hand traps? Do you want to play a lot of back row? Do you want to play a lot of back row removal? I would honestly recommend playing one that you find fun. Don't just play it because it's the meta. Play it because you want to learn it. If you're like, ugh, I have to learn so many combos, you're not going to have fun this format. Or if you're like, ugh, I just said 5 pass, and you find that extremely boring, then that's not the deck for you. So for me, what I'm picking this format is Tri-Brigade Lyrilusc. I've heard it's a good deck. It's a budget deck. I didn't want to spend too much money on a new deck, even though I do actually own Dragon Link. But again, I kind of find Dragon Link boring. I've played it before. I've mixed it with Dragon Maids. That was kind of fun. Then I took the Dragon Maids out because Dragon Link was just powerful on its own. But I just didn't enjoy it. So I was like, you know what? Even though Dragon Link is the top deck this format, I'm going to go with something a little bit different because I want to enjoy playing the game. Once I've decided what deck I've picked, find a build that you like. I went to a lot of different YouTubers and checked out what builds everyone was playing, or maybe even just try and build one yourself. You put 3 of every Tri-Brigade card in, or whatever deck you're playing. Figure out what works, figure out what doesn't work. You can figure out the combos yourself. If not, there's so much out there on YouTube. There's literally a plethora. I based my build around Yisan's, I think I'm pronouncing his name right, Yisan's YouTube video build. I'll link that below. So that's the build I'm going with currently, and I'm playing it and just seeing what works for me and what doesn't work, what I like and what I don't like. And then next thing you do, build it on DB, build it on Dueling Book. So after you've built your deck on Dueling Book, read the cards. I know you don't want to, but just read the cards. Just take the time, go through each one, actually register it, because I know you can panic read. I panic read a lot. I'm like reading the card and I'm like, oh my god. None of it's going in. Just sit there, make yourself a coffee, get yourself a snack, sit at your desk and read the bloody cards. After you have read the cards, it's time to learn the combos. With the combos, like I said, there's so many different YouTube videos out there on deck building and deck combos. You can go and take a look at them just to get some ideas. If you're going down the building your own route, you can see what you can make out of it. Honestly, I would recommend just going to YouTube. There's just so much out there. There's no point in not using it. And then just go back into DB, go into solo mode and keep trying the combos over and over and over. And this is the fun part because you just get to do things over and over and over and over. That is why if you don't find the deck fun, this part is going to be extremely tedious for you. That is why it's so important to play a deck that you're actually interested in, because then you'll actually want to learn the combos. Repetition is key with a lot of combo decks, especially if you're playing kind of a back row deck that requires a lot of interruption for your opponent or requires a lot of interaction with your opponent. Then get a friend to go on DB with you. I mean, pop into my stream. I have no problem going in on a Wednesday and playing against you. We can either do it competitively or more casually, because I do viewer duels on a Wednesday, so make sure to visit the stream. After you've learned your combos, if there are combos in the deck that you've chosen, the next thing is to go into some test hands and just keep doing test hands. See what you can make with the hand that you have. If you have combo coming into your hand every time, instead of just skipping past and being like, oh yeah, I know that's combo, I would actually recommend just going through it every single time you see it, because that's the only way it's going to stick. It is like learning, but fun learning. The important part comes after this. Do you like the deck? So have you gone through all of these steps and you actually enjoy playing the deck, you're enjoying the combos, you enjoy the interaction, and you're not getting extremely frustrated with it, then that's the deck for you. Then you can go and look into buying the cards physically if you do want to play it in either remote duels, or if in your country everything is opened up and you can actually play IRL. Extremely jealous, by the way. If you don't like the deck, start again. The thing is, it's not a waste of time even if you don't like the deck, because then if you come up against that deck, you're going to know about it very well, because then when you do interact with that deck, you know its pain points and you know what kind of works against it, so you'll actually be in a bit better position anyway. But if you do like it, then again, just go to your local Facebook groups. I would say first, trading groups or other Facebook pages, stuff like that is really good, because if you already have cards that you're not going to play again, you could put those up to swap for the ones you actually want, or put them up, sell them. That gives you the money to buy the cards that you want, and you can usually get it a little bit cheaper if you're going to buy the full like deck core or stuff like that. Then once you have your physical deck with you, what I do is I bring my deck box to work. So this thing here never leaves my side. It is always in my handbag or on my desk or wherever, because if I have a few minutes here or there, I'll just do a quick test hand. I hope that helped a little bit for if you're taking up a new deck. Let me know the decks that you have taken up yourself, and if you try out this method and it actually works for you, let me know in the comments, yo. Also, everybody, don't forget, if you want some really awesome playmats, go to lumpchopart.com. You can get yourself a really cool Muscle Melfi mat, or you can get yourself a cool Dragon Maid, or a Cursed Ojama mat, I think is the only way you can actually describe that thing, that is. We also have some stickers now there as well, and you can get a 5% discount if you use the code BULBAY5. Thanks everybody. Slán.